Fans live for games like this one.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jeremy Grant.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And now the Lakers starting group. On the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. Simmons is out there with Jones, and it's Connect in at small forward. And for the Trailblazers, the forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Wagner is out there with Scoot Henderson. And it's Reed in at the center position. Well, there have got to be a lot of challenges at different stages of the season, Stan. Here we are at mid-season. What comes to the top of your mind when you think about what these coaches are facing now?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, it was always just that mental grind of thinking that there was I wasn't finding that we had one more thing that maybe could unlock better performance, and you think about the game 24/7, where sometimes the best way to come up with those answers would be to get away from it.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hops.
A three from Simmons, and another three for the Lakers.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Trailblazers on offense. 4-point game. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense. And it's hard to get a win when that's the case.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Wagner passes to Henderson. Lets it go from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Henderson's got 5.
Wow, Henderson looking so confident, shooting the answer 3 right there.
Henderson against Simmons. Shoots over Henderson. No good from Simmons.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Here's Connect after the Trailblazers pick up 2.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Wagner kicks to Henderson. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after the basket by the Lakers. Reed in the post. He's guarded by Davis. Reed misses.
I I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Jones, the pass to Davis. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Davis has got his second basket.
Yeah, for still being fairly new to the league, you gotta love the vision Jones brings.
Wagner outside. Pass to Henderson. Puts it up from 12. Portland no good that time either. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the Clippers in L.A. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Cowboy in that last game against the Warriors was terrific. He finished up with 65 points and was reliable as ever from distance. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Well, Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years. Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Trailblazers trail by 11. Henderson dishes to Grant. Henderson with a screen on Vanderbilt. Grant for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This team is on quite a run. They're in the midst of a 14-game winning streak.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
Here's Wagner after the made shot from Simmons. Reed with a screen on Jones. Wagner wide open. And Davis pulls it down.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
A nice shot by Simmons.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Avdia kicks to Wagner. Clock at 6. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Wagner's got 7 points in the game. A three from Simmons. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Look now for Portland. Jeremy Grant comes in for Walker.
Let him breathe,
and
right?
Scoot Henderson subbed in for Avdia. Taking a look at the Lakers. On the block, it's Vanderbilt and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Simmons. And it's Roddy in at the small forward position.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Henderson. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Henderson, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end, just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And over the course of his career, Davis has become a much better shooter.
The Trailblazers shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. 3-pointers, Simons. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And the shot goes in. Simmons got 24 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Ayton. Grant outside. Ayton a screen on Vanderbilt. Back to Ayton. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. Outside, Simons. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The shot's good from Vanderbilt.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Henderson against Simmons. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Ayton. Avdia comes in for Murray. And Wagner's subbed in for Anthony Simons. Connect, he's checked in for the Lakers. Jones comes in for Austin Reeves. Trailblazers trail by 21. Wagner kicks to Avdia. For 3, Henderson. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 5th rebound in this one. Simmons passes to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're really hitting the boards, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
Let's look now and see how teams stack up across the league. It's our latest power rankings.
Check it out, Los Angeles. They hold the best record in their conference. That alone accounts.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu as a big part of what we did in Orlando.
Yes.
Was the most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. Henderson out there with Wagner. And it's Reed in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Henderson. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Yep, it counts. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Henderson for 3. Henderson with another miss.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And it's Simmons, that time on the assist by Davis. 32 points for Cowboy.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside, Avdia. Vanderbilt against Grant. There's Wagner with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Wagner's got 10.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And Simmons slams it in.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Henderson outside, looking to end his cold spell, and that's 2 points on the layup. 7 points in the game.
Well, sometimes you got to go in there and play big, and that's what Scoot did.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Here's Henderson. He's got 7. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. On defense, the Lakers. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it's Wagner missing. LA's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Wagner finds Grant. Pass to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Grant. The tray. The rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And, Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
A three from Simmons. Portland grabs the miss. 1:58 left in the third. Up top, Reed. He's guarded by Davis. Reed kicks to Henderson. Outside, Avdia. And Davis pulls it down. LA's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Here's Simmons. That one goes. Count it. Simmons got 38 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Grant outside. They need this one. Henderson outside. Takes the three. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's Henderson on the wing. And then Henderson with the dunk.
Well, Henderson is a flashy player. He doesn't mind taking risks and trying to get creative.
Simmons against Henderson. Simmons passes to Vanderbilt. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got assist number 8 here in this one already. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Well, look, if you give Henderson room for liftoff, he's going to jam it all over you.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Simmons against Henderson. Simmons inside. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Simmons. Some solid defense from Grant.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And so it's Los Angeles with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Right back after this break.
Help me out!
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Walker. Grant comes in for Murray. Wagner's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Simmons checked in for the Lakers. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Christie. Austin Reeves out there with Simmons. And it's Bassey in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Henderson. And he makes good on the layup. Henderson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
And again,
another outstanding game for him. He has been a consistent offensive force all year.
Only 3 other players in all of NBA history have more 40-point games in a season than he does. Henderson with the screen for Wagner. Offensive rebound. Henderson finds Grant. Misses the 3. LA has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Portland grabs the miss. Up top, Henderson. Pass to Ayton. Henderson looking it over. No good on the triple.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Simmons inside. Henderson defending. Count that bucket. Simmons got 42 in the game.
Well, this is what you're trying to do put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Grant for three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Massey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Simmons passes to Massey. Count it. Massey's got his first 2 points.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Grant kicks to Reed. Off target with his 3. Lakers shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. To the middle. Pass to Christie. On the wing, Reeves. Outside, Simmons. Puts up a 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Trailblazers shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Cowboy.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Lays it up off the glass. Simmons got 46 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning.
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Wagner finds Reed. Now Henderson to end the run, and then Henderson with the dunk.
Well, look, you're going to get bumps and bruises playing in this league. Henderson with a great finish through the contact.
And stolen by Wagner. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
Great win tonight, MP.